Okay, this video is sort of looking at another aspect of percents. This is when we know a smaller percent and we want to know, well, what does that make 100%? What's the whole group then? So the example we have is that 160 is 40% of the whole group. And then we want to figure out, well then, okay, what would 100% be? How many people are in the whole group? So for that, we know that what we're working with right now is just 40%. So I've highlighted what 40% looks like on the hundreds chart there, right? Because if we've got a hundreds chart that represents 100%, 40% would be 40 of those squares. So those are highlighted in yellow there. And then we're saying 160 is just that part. So that means 160 needs to fit inside the yellow part. And in order to make it fit, I'm going to have to take 160 and divide it by 40, because that means I'm taking 160 and splitting it evenly amongst each of those squares. Okay, so more or less that's what that would look like. Okay, but that's only 40% of our table. So now we need to fill in the rest of our table, and we want it all to be even, right? Because if there's 4 in each of these ones, there should be 4 in all of the rest of them. So then we've got 4 in each. So if we have 4 in each square and there are 100 squares, that means we have 400. Okay, so then 400 is the whole group. So just to break down what we did there, is if we know what a certain percent is, so in this case we knew 160 is 40% of the whole group, the first thing we needed to do there was divide by 40, because that's the percent that we have. And so we need to figure out, okay, how many is in each little percent square then? So we did 160 divided by 40 to give us how much 1% is. And then once we know 1%, we can multiply by 100 to find out what 100% is.